Hello, it's Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter here. Do you like my new top? If you see the name on it, it's Regatta and it's a fleece. It's a little bit long on me on the arms, but I always turn the arms up. I might cut a little bit off and sew it up. But I got this for free. Retail price is £25, and I'm going to tell you how I did that at the end of this video. Right, I've been over to visit my brother today, and one of the places that we went is his local garden centre. Now, this is part of the group I've spoken about before. When I told you that the craft store was closing in the local garden centre to me, this is the same group of garden centres that I go to. It was the one that was close to my mum's. That's where my brother lives now. And I used to go there with my mum. And they've got a lovely craft centre within the garden centre, which has a lovely coffee shop, and there's a pet shop there too. Now, I am a member of that group. It's the group of garden centres that I used to work for. And it's now owned by a company called Strikes. And it's strikes.co.uk. I'll put the details down below so you can have a look. And I've got the Grow Rewards card. Now, the reward card costs, I think it's £12 or £12.50 for an annual membership, but you get 2 free teas and coffees with that per month. Now, that's worth about £48–50. So you're already quids in just by doing that. And every time you use your card, you get about 10% back in sales. And that has what has bought me this fleece today, because this was on offer at 50%. They had up to 70% off in the clothes range of some nice jumpers, and they sell quite nice clothes in the garden centres, but they had coats and anoraks. And in the fleeces range, this was £25, reduced to half price, £12.50, and I had £13.50 free money back on my card. So I said, well, that will pay for the top then, won't it? So this is a freebie. I hope you like it. I can wear it with my browns. The colour suits me. Happy days. So let me show you what I bought then in the craft. I didn't go into the garden centre to buy plants today. I went into the craft shop, and I'm really pleased to say that that craft shop, not only is it staying open, but it's had a wider range of goods, including more of the Tim Holtz ranges, archival, things that have been a bit unusual to see in there before. I think maybe they've closed some of the garden centres' craft spaces down and moved them into other ones that are profitable. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I bought. So I'm going to put my glasses on for this, because I'll tell you how much I paid as well. What I couldn't get, I wanted 6x4 cards and envelopes, and they'd sold out. So I bought 5x5 cards and envelopes. This is the Craft UK. I do loads of cards in these. So these are 5x5. They were £6.50. And I'm going to start making my Christmas cards shortly, and I'm going to show you and talk you through them as I start to make them. And in order to do them, I bought 2 things today. That is red cardstock. This is Creative Expressions. I'm not sure if that's Sarah Davis Creative Expressions. I'm not sure on my facts there. This is a lovely cherry red cardstock. I'll be able to use a lovely new poinsettia die on that. And likewise, I bought, this is thicker than I think I've used before. This is Luxury Centura Pearl cardstock. This is Crafter's Companion. This is definitely Sarah Davis. But actually, this is 300 GSM. So I'm really going to be testing my Sizzix Big Shot to see whether it'll cut through this cardstock. If not, I'm sure that my e-bosser will do it. I haven't shown you the use of the e-bosser yet. But that is some pretty tough cardstock. Centura Pearl. I planned to use that on my Christmas cards. I didn't realise it was quite as thick as that. Then, talking about Christmas cards, I have a few of the woodware stamps, and I used them in Christmas cards, not last year but the year before, and they stamped beautifully. And so I thought I'd do something similar again, and I found this one today. It's by Jane Gill for woodware, and she draws all these circles and baubles. Well, as I stamp them, I can fill these in with sequins and things like Nuvo drops, or the tiny beads, flat one side, beaded on another side, and they look lovely. They stamp beautifully. Now that is more than a 5-inch in length, and it's about 3.5 inches wide, so it's quite a substantial stamp. And that, I think, will go on a 6x6 card and will look really nice stamped. So I'm going to do that and poinsettias. I think that decided my designs for my stamps this year. One of these little acrylic blocks. Although I've got a stamping platform, I do sometimes just like to use the little blocks just to stamp very small sentiments on, and not get ink all over them. So I've treated myself to one of those. And then there was something that I've not seen before, and that's this felt, and they've sold them in packs of 10 pieces. It's about A4 size, and I like the colour. This is a cherry red, I would say, and I think that's darker red than the felt I've currently got. And I found this bright turquoise, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. But I thought it was a lovely colour, one of my favourite colours, turquoise. And because it was unusual, I thought I'd buy it. Now, I was very pleased with the price, because these were £4.75 for 10 pieces. So that makes that £47.50. £47.50. I hate doing maths on camera, you can tell. I think it's about 48p, isn't it, per sheet. They are in two thicknesses, 1.5 and 2 millimetres. And I'll have to see how that works out in comparison to what I had before. But when you consider I will then get 10% off all my purchases today to carry forward for a future purchase, I thought that was well worth having a try at. And the other thing I bought has got nothing to do with garden centres, but the garden centres in the UK do sell foods, and they sell this range of Mrs. Bridges jams. And although it'd be back to front to you, that actually says celebration marmalade with champagne. And there's nothing like Christmas morning making yourself some toast and putting a champagne marmalade on your toast on Christmas morning. And there's a huge amount of jam in that pot, and then once it's opened it keeps beautifully in the fridge. So I'm going to enjoy that. That's a treat for me. So I just thought I'd mention those things to you. I haven't bought a lot today, but I bought things that will either start off on projects or help me complete what I've got on. I'm going to send the details about the Grow Rewards. If you live anywhere near Cheshire, it's well worth paying the money and coming over the border to visit the shops, because the garden centres are lovely. I really do highly recommend them. And I'm sorry if you live further afield. I just hope you enjoy me talking about them. Anyway, I quite like this top. It's really warm. I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of it. The girl at the till said that the staff have all bought them and they wash beautifully. And I don't need to iron it, do I, if it's a fleece? I might need to turn the sleeves up though. So watch this space. Right, I think that's my lot for now. So for now, this is Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter, saying bye for now. Come back and see me soon, won't you? Ta-da!